What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about 9 mega cap stocks in this video. But before we get started, please hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated and that really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading in my Discord, definitely check out the Patreon. I'll leave a link down below in the description. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Apple stock is down 0.5%, and finally Apple stock taking out this big support 177. So early as tomorrow I'm expecting a move down to this gap 175.77, and from here, guys, it's gonna be do or die for the market, and especially for Apple stock. Apple stock can close this gap. We could see a gap fill reversal on Apple stock, possibly back up to 180, and then above that watch out for a move up to 183. So far right now Apple stock was holding 177, and now that level was taken out today here on Apple stock, and now early as tomorrow we could see Apple stock closing this gap at 175.77, and around this level right here, that should be a big support on Apple stock, because if that gives up, you're going to see Apple down to 170. On Microsoft, it's down 0.24%, and also Microsoft not looking good, barely holding 320 as a support right here. And soon as that gives up, a lower Bollinger Band now allowing the stock to come down even more, possibly down to this gap 316.50. So below 320 we do have support 316.50, gap fill reversal right here, that's also possible. And just below that watch out for 312.87 as a support, lower Bollinger Band on this daily chart. Now Microsoft needs to get over. If you look at my screen, every time for last 2 weeks Microsoft getting up to blue line 5 SMA getting rejected, so it needs to get over 322, and above that watch out for a move all the way up to 326.37, 13 SMA on this daily chart, and then a retest of this negatively sloping white line 20 SMA at 322. Until then the trend is down, and this thing can come down all the way down to this gap early as tomorrow 316.50. But also all these mega names are getting oversold, so any minute, any day we could see a reversal. At least in the short term we could see some upside on all these mega caps right here, guys. On Amazon stock, also down 1.89%, and Amazon finally, after holding 138 as a support for almost a week and a half, now gave up the support and came all the way down to almost touching white line 20 SMA at 133.94. So this is gonna be a big level to watch, white line 20 SMA. And also if you look at my screen right here around 133 to 134, this is where Amazon got rejected before also, so this should be a strong level of support on Amazon. But only if that gives up, you're going to see this gap getting closed, and that is down here under 130. Now to the upside, Amazon needs to get over 138, and if that happens, we're going to see continuation to the upside back up to 143.84, and then that price target on top 146. On Google stock is down 0.89%, and Google stock also holding positively sloping white line 20 SMA sitting close to 129. So this is gonna be a key level right here, guys. White line 20 SMA, and soon as that gives up, you're going to see a dump off on Google stock also down to this support down here around 127 to 126, and then watch out for a move all the way down to 124, rising red line 50 SMA. And we do have a lot more unfinished business here on Google down here. We got all these gaps, as a matter of fact 4 of them, 123.69, 121.30, 118.23, 113.51. so all these gaps can get filled, but it's not gonna be something you're going to see in one day. Slowly, if the Google stock actually comes down, I would say under 123, then you're going to see all these gaps getting closed on Google, and that's gonna open up a lot more opportunities for a lot of people that are waiting to buy the dip right here around 113.51 on Google stock. Now to the upside, Google can get over 130s, then it's back in business. We could see more upside all the way up to 137. On Meta, it's taking a massive beating, down 2.54%, and 50 SMA did not hold today, guys. 295, unfortunately, Meta breaking below 295, and now the next stop down here around 290. And then if you look at my screen, lower Bollinger Band on this daily chart at 287, so that could be also another stop right here as support to watch on Meta below 290. Now Meta can get back up above 300, and I actually played Meta today, but I got stopped out. As soon as I bought it, I put a stop where I got in, and 298, this thing broke 298, so I got out. But then this thing went back up to 301. Money was there, but in this market, if you get 20-30% day trading, and this week was really hard to trade. And yes, this is me saying it, it was really hard to trade and make money this week, because market was just kind of in this range where, like, you don't want to buy puts, it's already down, and if you're buying calls, it's not going up significantly where you can make a lot of money. So 20-30% is good in this market if you're getting paid, especially as a day trader. So this week was so hard to make money in the market, and people that are shorting, like just shorting out of nowhere, they're seeing mega caps are hitting big support levels, but they're still shorting. I can remind you guys that what happened before. People were talking about a big a crash in the market and SPY going to 250. Guess what happened? All those bears are coming back again and talking about a crash. And I talked about it before in my video. If there is a correction in the market, yes, SPY, Triple Q, and all these mega caps, they can take a beating of 10-15%, and there is nothing wrong with that. And if you look at it, mega caps like Meta, Nvda, it's still up way high. Meta from $88, 326. That is insanity, guys. And that is why if it's coming back, it's coming down, cooling off, nothing wrong with that. This is not something where I should be concerned looking at it, because there is a crash video saying that crash is coming and you're going to get wiped out. So Meta, watch tomorrow 290, and then right here 287.43 to the upside. Meta needs to get over 300, and only if that happens, you're going to see a quick trip all the way up to white line 20 SMA 307, and then we can talk about more upside if Meta can actually get above 307 tomorrow. On Tesla, stock is down 3.16%. So this sell-off that is happening in the market right now, it's actually really weak, because if you look at it, SPY taking 1 week to close that gap just under 443, and Tesla here, guys, let me show you guys something. RSI down to 31 on this daily chart. Last time right here from 30 we saw a big pop. This thing doubled 300, and then if you look at right here again from it came down to 15, and then look at this massive run 200. So not only that one, if you look at this one right here, 29 right here, this thing got up to 300. So Tesla getting oversold. Yes, can go down a little bit more. This is gonna be a big level to watch. Gap fill reversal right here around 320 to this gap 322. So keep an eye on that. We might not even see Tesla closing this gap, because a lot of the times what we see in the market, you expect a mega name like Tesla to close this gap down here, but you will see Tesla coming down to it's already there, 223. Tomorrow morning, only when the market opens, Tesla can close this gap, find support here. You can see a quick reversal to the upside, because we do have, yes, we got gaps down here. We got one gap closed yesterday, and we could be filling this gap, or maybe not tomorrow. But then we got a massive gap on top, 289.52. Now these gaps down here, it's going to take some time, maybe a couple years, and who knows how much time it's going to take for Tesla to come down here to close all these gaps. There is more under 133 also. I think there is one around right here 114. So let's just not go there, because if you're eyeing all these gaps, and shorting Tesla at this level, it's just not a good idea, because also Tesla reaching a big level of support down here, guys, right here. If you look at my screen, Tesla getting rejected right here multiple times, 1 2 3 4 5. So anything close to 220, that's gonna be a big level of support on Tesla, and also another big level, 200. Now Tesla wants to move higher tomorrow. Watch out for a move and possibly a breakout above 237, and only if that happens, this is going to be a reversal in the short term, and we could see a lot more upside, 248, 253, even 262 on Tesla. On Nvidia, stock is down 1%, and Nvidia, if you look at 5-minute chart, you will see it's all over the place. 434, 447, 443, just going everywhere but not getting that breakout, and now it's under 440, and also just barely holding right here above red line 50 SMA, 433. So 433 gives up tomorrow on Nvidia, you're going to see a flush down to 420, and then watch out for a move all the way down to 416, lower Bollinger Band on this daily chart, and then 400, and then the gap below 395.30. Only way up on Nvidia, breaking above 440 and then taking out right here 446, negatively sloping white line 20 SMA. Only if that happens, you're going to see a quick trip all the way up to 460 to close that gap on top on Nvidia. On AMD, stock is down 3.74%, and AMD again trading under 108, and looks like so far barely holding a lower Bollinger Band here on this daily chart as a support around 106, and if that gives up, we do have support around 105, and then a quick trip down to flat 100 that is possible on AMD. Now only way up AMD can get over, I would say, not only 108, 109.66, then you're going to see another leg up to this white line 20 SMA, 111.91, and then the gap above 115.49. So far AMD definitely looking weak, and we could see in next few days AMD cannot actually get above 118, and it just hanging in here, guys. So AMD gives up. I mean, already gave up 108, so now it's just a matter of time AMD gets down to flat 100. Yes, you can day trade right here from this lower Bollinger Band on this daily chart, but there is not much upside. You know, if you're buying here, the stock is looking weak. I mean, look at how many times AMD stock went back up and it was trying to break 118, failed multiple times, and also it's holding, kind of holding here inside this box right here bottom of this channel, but you know, keep hitting it right here, it's going to break. And so far, you know, yesterday it was broken, or actually Monday, and then we saw AMD going back up with Nvidia, and now today and yesterday selling off again. So who knows, this thing definitely 100 that is possible on AMD. On Netflix is down 1.95%, and Netflix getting rejected by this blue line 5 SMA, 424, got up to 424.51, getting rejected by this negatively sloping blue line 5 SMA, and then coming down and taking out this support 418 to 419, and now barely holding lower band on this daily chart as a support 414. And if that gives up, you're going to see Netflix, and I said it before, it's going to close this gap down here 409.54, and then we also have support down here at 406, and then we got another gap down here 383.76. So we do have a lot more unfinished business down here on Netflix. And this one here, guys, I mean, this thing got up to almost 500, so that was a massive move. And now I would say even if the stock gets down to 375 level right here, which was a big level before, that's gonna be a good entry to possibly go long on Netflix. So I would wait for more downside on Netflix. But yes, in the short term, stock is getting a bit oversold. We could see a bounce, and where this thing can go, watch out for a move back up to 418 to 419, and above that 423.71, all the way up to white line 20 SMA 428. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.